I think it's recording. Okay, there we go. Hey, you guys, it's Tara Wagner from theorganicsister.com, and I am here with Hannah, and I'm going to let you introduce yourself, Hannah.
Hi, I'm Hannah Marcotti, and I'm so excited, Tara.
I am too.
This is really exciting to be talking to you. And
definitely. Okay, so just so you guys know, this conversation started on Aaron Goodman's Facebook page. Was it last weekend? It was last weekend. We were doing a Facebook chat, and Hannah asked, what was your exact question now? Do you remember what it was?
You were talking about taking some space from your online presence.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, can you do that even with your business?
Right,
do you feel secure enough to pull away from your business as well?
Yeah. And what I'm planning on doing, so that everybody knows, is taking somewhat of a digital sabbatical. So from next Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday, which is what, the 20th through I think the 27th, we were going to sort of take a vacation as a family. Because generally when I work, I'm either working a little bit every day or maybe a lot of it every day. We're in the Orlando area. It's nice and beautiful outside, as you can tell, because I'm wearing a t-shirt. And we wanted to be able to see some sights and just take some time off and breathe and think and reorganize. And really for myself, I want to kind of get reorganized for the new year and sort of have a plan of what I'm going into. So first of all, my digital sabbatical, I don't know exactly what it's going to look like yet. I know that I'm not seeing clients in that time. I am planning on being off Facebook for that time, although I may schedule some updates. I'm planning on being off Twitter, but I may schedule some updates. When it comes to email, I don't know what I'm going to do yet, because I'm okay taking a break. I'm okay putting on an autoresponder and saying, hey, it's the holiday, peace. Go have fun and we'll talk soon. But then there is that aspect of I don't want to leave anybody hanging if it's important. So I may, put my phone number on that autoresponder, or I may check in, every other day or something like that for anything urgent, or I may have my husband check and let me know if there's anything urgent. Because I don't know about you, Hannah, but when I get on, unless there is an absolute time frame, like I have to be off in 5 minutes because my boys are waiting outside, I will get sucked into doing a bunch of other things.
Yeah.
So
completely.
So yeah, I don't know exactly what the digital sabbatical is going to look like, but to answer your question, I definitely think we can take it. I definitely think we need to take it. We need to have vacations, and I've been a small business owner for 10 years, and that week has always been the slowest week, so I think it's the best week to take it. Even if it wasn't for my own sanity, for everything that we have going on and everything that I'm doing internally and externally, I know for myself I need to take it, and if I don't, that's going to affect my business anyway, and it's going to affect my family, and it's going to affect me and my craziness. So yeah, I definitely think we can. How it looks, might be dependent on the business. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I've never actually taken like a detox from online before, because I've never been quite as into the online world as I am now.
Right.
So for me, this year has really been the most intense year of, I'm not, I was late into all of this, late to email, late into computers. It's not really my generation. So I was one of those, 3 years ago, I'm not sure I could have sent an attachment through email. And now I'm running an online business. So all of a sudden, this thing that's sort of feeding my world is also consuming it a little bit. And the kids have a week off after Christmas. And I know that if I don't set some limits for myself during that week especially, I'm going to be like Monster Mama. I'm going to be, all over the place and crazy, and how are we going to do this? And, for me, It's really about having the confidence to say, I can pull away and everything will be fine. My business will be fine because nothing, I don't have anything planned, nothing's going on.
Yeah.
But I do think I'll check in with email. It's how I stay connected with so many people all over the world who, maybe during the holidays I just want to say a quick, Merry Christmas or, but I know what you're talking about, like that vortex that you go into. You go, I'm just gonna look up what time this movie is, and all of a sudden I'm like, Gmail.
Oh, I should check Facebook really fast. Oh, wait, I need to answer this email. Oh, I've got to send this info. Oh, yeah, constantly.
Yeah. And then I'm like, I did not even check what time the movie was.
Yes. I've done that so many times. And then we're like, wait a second. What are you doing? Oh, I totally forgot. Yeah. I call it the black hole of the internet. Like, I feel like there's this black hole on my screen that opens up and sucks my soul out. Like, I can just feel it swirling towards the computer. Oh, it's so bad. And yet, I run an online business. I don't have to be online. I choose to be online. I want to be online. But I do want to do it in a way that feeds me. I wrote that on the blog. I don't want to run a business that doesn't feed my soul, because how can you run a business that way? You're not serving anybody if you are not taking care of yourself first. I have nothing to serve. So, with my last business, it was a lot harder for me to take time off. There was a lot of, really, it was fear. It was that fear of, if I'm not on all the time, I'm going to miss something, which is just a lot of scarcity and a lot of, oh gosh, just fear. Fear of making it happen. I don't have that now. I don't have that same fear because I have a deeper trust for what I'm doing. I have a deeper understanding of what I'm doing. There was a lot of the business aspects that I really lacked the last time around. And then I think just experience, the experience of having that business and knowing that is traditionally one of the slowest times for service industries, at least, to be getting any calls, to be getting any business. And people just sort of expect there to be, a vacation around that time. So they're a little more accommodating if you don't get back to them right away. It's the same with the weekends. I know that if I send an email on Friday, I really don't expect to hear back from them until Monday. But if I get an email like Saturday morning, right as I'm getting ready to get offline, I'm like, can I make them wait, a day or two, or should I check my emails in case I'm missing something? And honestly, I think it comes down to, if somebody is really upset because you took Sunday off or you're taking a vacation for the holiday, is that going to be your people? Speaking from marketing wise, there are people that you work with and there are people that you're not going to work with, and is that your person? Is that the person you're going to be able to reach anyway? So being okay with saying, you know what, they just may not be my people. If they don't understand healthy boundaries, or if they don't understand the value of self-care and taking that time off, then maybe we're just not ready to connect anyway. So I think I have more of a trust for what happens. Versus that fear of controlling, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're modeling this, for the women that we're nurturing. We are modeling this. Yeah. And if we are not showing that we're taking care of ourselves, we're not leading the way we should. So I think that's also a really big thing. My husband's always saying to me, you're training your clients, the women you work with, in the fact that you will respond to them so quickly, that you're always there at any moment. You're there. And you're training them just like with the kids. Mom, I want a glass of water. Mom, I want a glass of water. I want a glass of water. If you jump up and immediately are always saying, okay, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, and you're not teaching sort of that we have, a process.
Yeah.
And what is that? And that it's okay to wait, and it's okay to have some patience.
Yeah.
And, that time that you're giving somebody is allowing them to process and to figure out, for my kids, how to get a glass of water.
Right.
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 So I think that's really been a big one for me, is learning that I don't have to immediately respond.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to, or I'll forget about it. It's
Right.
more of just, it will be lost if I don't.
Right.
But really in that, it's okay to take 24 hours and let it sit and let it be. And even 24 hours offline, I think for a lot of the people who we're talking to, would be a really big deal.
It is a really big deal. I've taken digital sabbaticals in the past. I've done it for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I've taken sort of part-time ones where I took breaks from certain things, but not everything. It is a big deal. Mm-hmm. And I have to say, like, even though we are modeling this, it's still really hard. I have experience with this, but turning it off, there is so much that that crops up that you get to examine, and it's sort of interesting to realize just how uncomfortable it can make you to step off of Facebook for a week, especially when that is our primary means of connection. And I love Facebook. I am never one to say, we shouldn't connect that way, or it's shallow, or anything like that. It's incredible, and I love it. But it's one aspect of a very rich life. And if we feel like we're going to let that go for a week, and we're going to miss something, or we're going to be left out, or people are going to forget about us, or like there's all these different emotions that come up for us, and that have come up for other people that I've talked with that we get to examine. And I think that's always a really powerful experience too, just to say, oh hey, this is kind of rubbing me. What's that about?
And I think part of the fear too is, will I be missed? Will anyone notice that I'm not there for 24 hours or 48 hours, or if I stepped away for a week? Would you notice? If I didn't post on my blog for a month, would you notice?
It's humbling. It's humbling because honestly, people live really busy lives, and for me to want anybody to notice, I have to recognize that, I'm not the center of anybody's universe, and this is, there are people that would notice that are working really directly with me or really closely with me, and the majority of people, they wouldn't. And truly, honestly, it's okay. I think for me, one of the biggest challenges, especially with Facebook, is Facebook's algorithm. So if you step away from for a week, a lot of people won't start seeing your things in their feed again if they haven't been interacting with your page. So that's why I think I'm going to schedule some stuff just so I don't drop off of people's feeds and then, they never see it again. That's one frustrating aspect of it, because I'm like, I want to let that go, but I don't want it to like have a long-term carryover effect. So I guess I gotta figure this out, because it's almost that time for me to take that break and decide what I want to do with it, or how I want to do it. Do you do anything like this during your regular work week, like take days off or take the evenings off or anything like that?
What's interesting so far is that because I have a 3-year-old with me all day, who is, sleeping right now, luckily, I feel like I'm running my business within certain hours.
Yeah.
So I haven't yet felt like I really need a full day, because I only pop in, here and there where I actually can. And for me, like, the weekend is my work time. I get to go out of the house for an entire day and go work. So it's pure bliss for me to be able to do that. But I'm starting to get to the point where I'm feeling like it's going to happen. It's going to happen soon, that there will be days off. And that is, it's really close. I can taste it, but I'm not quite ready for it yet. And again, it's fear. It's fear of, what will I be feeling if I'm not connecting virtually? What then is my life filling up with? What am I substituting it with? What will I be doing? And I know the answers will be beautiful,
Right.
But I didn't expect there to be some uncomfort in that. As a, work-at-home mom, most of my social interaction is online.
Yeah.
It's a little thing.
I think I'm losing your video a little bit.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. No. I think it's okay. I think it's straightened itself out now.
Okay.
Hopefully. We'll see how the recording goes. We'll wing it, I guess, huh?
I might just be here for a while. I'm going away.
There you go. I think for me, the biggest fear that I ever confronted was that fear of loss. If I don't respond to a client or a customer right away, am I going to lose that person? That was what I struggled with in my last business. And it's less of a struggle now, but years of struggling with that. And there's still that residual fear that I have to remind myself, like, it's really okay. It's really okay. I'm not going to lose anybody. You can't really lose anybody you're meant to work with anyway. So yeah, it's a totally different fear for me, and it's interesting because I think it would probably be slightly different for everybody that would consider this, what they would have to be confronting. Yeah. See, right now, I'm really practicing on not getting online at all on Sundays, which feels really good, but I don't know what to do with my time.
Yeah.
That's what I've found, is that I'm really good at working and I love what I do, so it's so easy to just not have that balance in your life. And I try to shut down by 5 or 6, wherever time zone I'm in. Right now it's Eastern, so 5 or 6 Eastern, I try to get everything shut down and turn it off and walk away from it so I can actually sit down and have dinner, versus like, I'll be right there, hold on, while I'm typing. And then I'm trying to go into checking my emails twice a day, in the morning and in the afternoon. And it's hard. It's hard, especially when you're like, oh, I'm kind of waiting on an email. Let me go and check if it's there yet. And then you answer the other ones, and then, that black hole has sucked you in again. So, yeah, I don't know that there's any easy way to create these rhythms or these habits. I think it's going to be a process no matter what. But it's interesting just how much of a process it is when you consider 5-10 years ago, this was not a part of our lives at all.
Not have been a discussion.
No. So we were talking about that the other day. Like, YouTube's only been around for 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
What did we do without YouTube? We learned so much from YouTube. We do so much with YouTube. It's like, it's just interesting how fast your life can change and you don't recognize the past anymore. It just doesn't feel the same to you. Which I guess is kind of a good thing in a way, because it's really been fulfilling in a lot of ways. A lot of the things that we've been able to do in our life, we had no idea that they were possible before getting connected. So now it's that balance of, okay, being connected, but not so connected that I'm forgetting to live those aspects of my life that we've been able to create. Yeah.
The word that you said that always comes up for me in this discussion is rhythm. It is absolutely about finding the rhythm of where we can feel, and it's not balanced, it's a very different, the rhythm of what makes us feel right for our own selves, for our relationships with our partners, being with our children. When that rhythm starts to get disrupted, I think that's when it's a really good sign that this is too much.
Yeah. And
what do I need to do? So if I can peek in online here and there and it doesn't upset my family at all, great. But the moment I see that it's disrupting our rhythm, which it does, when I sit down, I have this art project going on now, and I sat down the other day. It was actually after school. The kids came home from school, and I just thought, I'm just going to do this. And they were fine. They started doing their own things. They were talking and laughing, and usually we have a lot of fighting after school. And then I looked at that same sort of, what they were reacting to when I'm sitting on the computer. Fight and angry, and everything is explosive.
Right.
And it's amazing because I was probably more immersed in the art project than I am when I'm online, because I can easily,
Right.
stop and start, no problem. The art I kind of needed to keep going on.
Right.
And it really felt good to them.
Yeah.
It just brought me back to, remembering that everything isn't connected to this screen, this box.
Yeah.
We're always looking at.
Yeah.
And the rhythms, going back to the family.
Yeah. For me, it's very much about, I hate schedules. I hate, a lot of people talk about routines, but it's very structured, and for me that doesn't work. I have to just sort of flow into things and flow out of things, and it's very organic, it's my word, it's very organic. And if it's too structured, if it's too, if it's like, okay, I'm going to get online at this time, and I'm going to work for this amount of time, and I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and I don't know why, but I don't thrive in that. I thrive when I can flow in and out of things depending on what I need in that moment, which doesn't mean that I don't have a structure, because I do. I check things around the same time every day, or I, see clients obviously at a specific time. But I think it's about just connecting to that place that is, how do I word this? I guess just that place that's going to feed me. And if I'm connected to that place, then I can go in and I can check emails and I can stay focused, and then I can let it go. If I'm connected to, what I found is that I can't shift from one thing to another. So if I'm online and my son comes in and he wants my attention, my connection with him is more important. But if I'm online, I have such a hard time pulling myself out of that vortex to turn and give him the attention that he wants. So I have to stay really mindful of just where I'm at internally with it, and my motivation behind it, because if I am getting sucked in, there's usually a reason for that. If I'm feeling really grounded and really connected to myself, to my family, to the purpose, of being online, whatever that bigger purpose is, I don't get that soul-sucking thing, but if I am not mindful of that, I'm going through the black hole. And it literally feels like, and you just pull yourself out, and it's like you're pulling your soul back from the screen. It's a fantastic visual, but it's
true.
It's really interesting. So we wanted to do a challenge. Is there anything else that we want to talk about before we talk about our challenge?
I think we did it. I think we're good. I think we will declare to the world, and I'm sure that they will. I'm sure they'll all be making sure, that we're not.
I know, right? Because they all they want to make sure that they have so much time on their hands to track our online activity. Oh, I think that right there is just a really great reminder for everybody. Like, really, nobody cares. There are such bigger things to do that we really have to declare it for ourselves. This is what I need. This is why I'm doing it. This is what I'm looking for out of it. And this is how I'm going to make it happen. So I'll let you go first.
Okay, so my declaration...
Come on, you can do it.
All right, so I am committing to this coming Friday.
What is that, the 23rd?
23rd.
Okay.
I will be going to New York. So I am going to do my very last online check-in sometime around 3 or 4 on Friday. And then I am going to sign off until probably Monday evening.
Nice.
So that's going to be my getaway. And luckily I'll be away. I mean, I'll actually be away.
Oh,
but
that's
that
cheating. That's so cheating. Oh, I think it makes it so much
kind
easier.
of cheating. But there's a lot of computers and things where I'm going. So
do you have a smartphone?
I don't.
Oh,
No.
lucky.
I don't.
Lucky. That's hard.
I'm a little scared to get one.
Yeah.
So I don't. So that kind of takes it off. You know, there's nothing to check if I do not have the laptop open.
Yeah. I would be scared to get one too. It's something that I'm still trying to balance. I don't have any notifications. I do have to have it because we're on the road. Sometimes I can't hook up with my computer, but oh yeah, I didn't even think about that until just now. Okay, so you're gonna do, that's about 3 days total.
About 3 days.
Okay.
Yeah, which I have never done before.
And is it complete? Like you're not gonna check emails, you're not gonna check Facebook, nothing?
I'm not going to check Facebook, which is really my main hub of social, pleasure and business pleasure. But I am going to possibly check my email once during that time, but only because of like little holiday greetings that I might want to send out. But I'm not committed to that. I may completely stay off.
I was just gonna dare you to completely stay off, or at least not open anything that doesn't say Merry Christmas in the title, or Happy Holidays, or that looks like a greeting.
All right, no, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna open a computer. I'm not gonna open a computer.
Oh, you're awesome. You're awesome.
Okay, that's it.
Awesome. Okay. All right. All right, my declaration. So from the 20th to the 27th is I'm not seeing any clients. I am not going to get on Facebook in that time, but I probably will have some stuff scheduled. I'm not going to get on Twitter in that time. Oh gosh, this is going to be hard. I can feel it already. Like my insides are going, ah! Email, I do have some stuff to do through email, so probably I will say from Thursday evening is going to be the last time I check, and then I'm going to put on an autoresponder for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, probably definitely through Monday, maybe through Tuesday. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, what's on my schedule? I don't have any, okay, I'm going to do it through Tuesday too. So absolutely nothing from me other than what's been scheduled to post from Thursday evening. Oh, I'm trying to think if I should get on Tuesday morning or just get on Wednesday morning. Oh, it's so hard.
Yeah, it's a long time.
It is a long time, but I'm needing it. I'm needing it. I am doing this because I need some serenity. Okay.
Ad-lib.
Okay. No, I'm doing it because I need some serenity. I'm doing it because I need some stillness. I need to... Hi, sweetheart. Did he just wake up?
Just woke up.
Oh. Hi, honey. Oh, I love it. I'm doing it because we need some connection. We need to, as a family, we're all very connected, and we need to just slow it all down and just enjoy the holiday and the peace that tends to come with the holiday, you know, when everybody sort of slows down and reevaluates, and it'll give me the mental clarity to be able to move into the next year really powerfully, and that's what I've been craving for the past several weeks. So I'm letting go of my dreads this weekend. Actually, by the time this video posts, I'll probably not have them anymore. So I'm letting go of that, and that's going to give me a lot of clarity and a lot of lightness. And I think that the next week will give me a lot of clarity and lightness too.
I will. Yes, I will. Let me just finish and then I'll give it to you, okay? I promise. I promise.
Okay, so
for a piece of gum. So I think the really what I just heard when you were saying that was, you know, just about making space for some really amazing things to happen greeting the new year. And I think that's what I'm holding on to. I'm holding on. I don't know what that's going to feel like, and I don't know what that's going to look like, but I love the idea that, some really good surprises and connections can come out of it. And then when we return, it's going to feel really good.
Yeah.
Feel really good to be back.
Definitely. I think I want to come back slowly. I want to grab hold of that stillness that I can feel is being offered, and I want to not immediately lose it when I open up my laptop again. So it'll be a lot of practicing of my own mindfulness and my intentions. But I know for myself that when I'm moving so fast, as I have been the past couple months, I rush right by the best things, either the best opportunities or the best experiences or the best moments with my family. So just grabbing hold of that stillness again, sort of like my reset button, and allowing me to slow down and hopefully hold on to that a little bit, because as I said, I've been trying to kind of set more digital boundaries, I guess, not be online so much, be more efficient when I am online. So this is my reset button, and it's going to feel really good. It's going to feel really good.
Yeah.
So, so we want to challenge everybody, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We want to challenge them to reset. I love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. To find your own stillness, to find your own reset button, however that gets to look. And I am going to provide a link to your blog, and they can leave in the comments what they're going to do. They can make their own declaration of their own time, their own needs that need to get met, or the things that they want to create, the space that they want to create, most definitely. They can make that declaration. You guys can do it on Facebook, you can do it on Hannah's blog, you can do it on YouTube. What I would really say that's coming to me right now is to not just make the declaration to us, but to make it to the online world. So if you have a blog, post it on your blog. If you are just on Facebook, post it up on Facebook. Let everybody know I am doing this and I dare to do it with you. Maybe we should have a name for it. It should be like the holiday sabbatical challenge or something.
I like the holiday reset. How about the
I do
holiday
too.
reset?
Okay, holiday reset. There you go. So anybody who's going to do this, I double dog dare you to not only declare it on Hannah's blog or somewhere else where we can see it, but to declare it to your friends and your family. Let them know what you're doing, that you are going to create your own holiday reset and what that's going to look like for you, and most especially what it is that you want to experience in that. For me, I really want to experience the stillness and the clarity that comes with that stillness. What is it that you, Hannah, that you are wanting to really experience from this?
I really want to experience connection and stillness. I want to be okay in the stillness.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
Feel good in that soft space.
Yeah, that's a big one. Okay, so for anybody who's going to do this, join the holiday reset. Maybe we'll even create a button for it.
Ooh, yeah.
Something like that. So you can post it on Facebook, you can post it on your blog, you can send an email out to everybody, put your autoresponders on your emails, let people know how long you're going to do it for, what you're going to take a vacation from online. You don't have to do it, 100%. Do what feels right for you. And what it is that you are really looking to experience from this, so that you can go into it with an intention. Because that just makes all the difference. Otherwise, you'll just end up cleaning, and shopping. And it really defeats the purpose of the whole thing. So, unless that's your purpose, declare it, whatever it is.
A clean house.
There you go.
Awesome.
Awesome.
And pay it forward,
Yes.
Pay it forward. Let people know that you're doing it.
Yeah.
Which will really pay it forward into the world and spread this. And the more people that do it, I think the more, it just will welcome 2012
Yeah.
in such a beautiful way.
Yeah. So much more mindfulness, so much more intention, being very intentional with what it is that you do versus the craziness, you know, where we can lose track of not only what it is we're doing, but why we're doing it, and, you know, how long we're going to do it for. We just get sucked in again, you know. So yeah, let's just go back to whatever your intention is and inspiring other people to do the same thing, giving them permission. There you go. In fact, right now, for anybody who's watching this, who is like really uncomfortable with this, not only do I double dog dare you, but I totally give you permission to turn off whatever it is you hear in the back of your mind that wants to be turned off. I give you total permission. It's allowed. It's totally allowed. Awesome.
Yeah. Good. All right. Well,
awesome.
Shout it out. Declare
awesome.
it. And we can't wait to read what everyone is deciding to do.
Yes. And it will be much easier knowing that there's more than just the two of us doing it.
Yes.
We'll do a little support group. Yeah. And then maybe afterwards we can do something to just check in and see what people got from it. And how yeah, what the experience was like, what it brought them, and, you know, what they learned. Because obviously you can't go into something so uncomfortable for so many of us and not learn something. Maybe you'll just learn that you're a superhero. And this was no problem at all, and that's fantastic too. So yeah, awesome. So we'll check in after the holiday. And what did I say? Am I getting on Tuesday? I'm not getting on Tuesday. I'm getting on Wednesday. Oh man, I better write this down, huh? Awesome. Okay. Hannah, this was great. Thank you so much for inspiring this conversation.
Thank you. I'm going to blow it to your dreads. Ready? Kiss to the dreads.
Oh, bye, dreads. By the time this is posted, they will be gone. Oh, gosh. All right. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful holiday. I will talk to you before next year.
All right.
Bye. Bye, guys. See ya.
Bye.